Welcome into LAFC Weekly. Hi, I am Max Bretos. This is the show that gets you up close and personal to all things black and gold. Earlier this year, in 2025, head coach Steve Cherundolo announced this would be his last with the black and gold. Regardless of how the year ends up, his time here can be viewed as nothing less than a grand slam success, winning trophies, making finals, maintaining the black and gold standard. We don't know where he ends up yet, maybe in Germany, where he's kind of a big deal as a player. But being a SoCal guy, as you're about to hear, perhaps he ends up this way again. In the meantime, enjoy 2025 and expect more great moments as we go off the pitch with head coach Steve Cherundolo.
Superb team goal from LAFC. LAFC up 3-0. And LAFC look to have done it again.
Head coach Steve Cherundolo, tell us a little about Steve growing up.
Steve growing up, a lot of sports, all sports. I think you started in rec soccer, which was great. Skateboarded, learned to surf, loved the ocean, swimming, a little stint of water polo, found out that wasn't mine. Baseball, very active child, hated being indoors. So Southern California was perfect for me.
If there was a sport that, because we know about your soccer football career, if there's a sport that maybe you could have taken to another level, what would it have been?
Well, I always wanted to be a professional baseball player. That was sort of my dream. Followed baseball very closely as a kid, collected all the cards. I don't know if I wasn't good enough or I was just more focused on soccer or football at some point, but I just kind of drifted towards that.
Did you have a cherished baseball card?
Many, yeah. I think the set, 1979, the year I was born. I still have it.
What position would you, what was your favorite?
Well, I was stuck mostly second base, shortstop, or center field.
I can see that.
And leadoff hitter.
What could have been? But I think you picked very wisely. When did you know about pursuing soccer, and when did you know that this is something I can really take far?
Yeah, I was blessed with some great coaching growing up. A couple of the coaches were from England or the UK, and actually went on a trip to England. The first game I ever saw live was Arsenal-Liverpool at Anfield, and that kind of sealed the deal. Leading into that, I sort of got wind, okay, maybe you're a little better than other kids at this. Let's continue down that path, and moved to a club with some great coaching, the Nomads, when I was 12. And they planted the seed, and then when I was 15 and I saw that match, I knew that this is going to be my future and I have to at least try.
It's difficult. You're in San Diego, you're in Southern California, and while there's a lot of players that are now playing in Europe, that wasn't the case when you were coming through. What do you think made that possible to get that jump to Germany?
Very difficult. I think at that time there were some trailblazers. Casey Keller was directly there, and Eric Winalda, Claudio Reyna, who I did get in touch with once I did get to Germany. But I was set on Europe. I wasn't too sure if it was going to be Germany or England or wherever. But I was set. I knew I was going to at least try it, fully knowing that it could fail. It didn't, thankfully. And I spent a good 22 years there. It shaped me as a person, the person I am today. It made me also very knowledgeable about our sport.
Without tooting your horn, if you walked around the streets of Hanover, what would the reaction be, knowing how much they love their club?
Probably now a few double takes. Wait a minute, I thought he moved. I thought he moved to LA. But sure, yeah, you get recognized. It's a smaller city, big enough that you can still get lost and see new corners, try new things, new restaurants, but it's pretty small and familiar.
And it's allowed you to come here, but how's that influence in German football and German culture helped you as now in your new role as a coach here in the United States?
Yeah, I think a lot of the German traits, the obvious ones, punctuality, discipline, the way they play is very structured. All I learned are very positive traits and traits that are super important for our sport, and kind of coupled with my easygoing San Diego, sun is shining, board shorts, sandals type guy, have made a really interesting mix for me and have made progressing in this sport, especially as a coach, doable and also palatable, I think, for the players.
You've had a lot of success, and your success suggests you're doing your job really well. But your coaching philosophy, what are those? What are things you're still learning or bringing into what you do on a day-to-day? Say, this is effective. This is something I want to use.
Yeah, I think coaching philosophy you can talk about in matches, so in competition. I think the guiding force in competition should always be to try to win and prepare your team to give them the best chance possible to win. Whoever those 11 players are stepping on the field for LAFC at that moment, those are the best players for that particular game at that moment in time to win for LAFC. And your training philosophy is much different, so how to prepare players for that. If we've done that every single day, we are going to be good and we are going to be ready.
All the best with everything, and great to catch up with you, Steve.
Thank you, Max.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly. The first few months of LAFC's 2025 season have produced a flurry of golazos from familiar players and new scorers just opening their accounts. LAFC Weekly is presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC. By Stater Brothers Markets, fresh, affordable, community first. And by Pacific Office Automation, official partner of LAFC. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly. I am about to rock your world. In order to be successful in this sport, you gotta score goals. Coaches, you can share that with your kids and your teams free of charge. Scoring goals has been a big part of the black and gold identity. In fact, in our short history, 3 different players have won the Golden Boot, which is awarded to the top scorer in Major League Soccer. 2025 has been a little bit different. The responsibility of goal scoring has been shared, and there have been some nice ones so far in this season. So let's take a look at the hits, the goals, the golazos. Go behind the crest, nothing but net.
Now he bombs it! Lifts the top off this place. Olivier Giroud!
Martinez takes it off of Bell. Martinez carrying. Oh, Morris defending still. David Martinez!
Oh my goodness.
That's the potential. It's realized.
But he couldn't quite get the distribution right, and he got caught out of possession. Delgado, Martinez, LAFC coming again, and it's Martinez going for goal, and now they have their breakthrough.
That's nifty. It's blocked by McVay. Oh, goal! Artem Smolyanka!
goal in Major League Soccer for Olivier Giroud, and boy was it worth the wait.
Pompeu gives it away to Under, forward, Bouanga in the foot race with Yaro. Bouanga's going to get on it. Bouanga might be in, chopping it back. Still Denny Bouanga! Not so fast, says Denny Bouanga! Ordaz wasn't making the run he wanted, but then Yoshida gives it away to his former teammate Mark Delgado. Here's Denny Bouanga. Gets around Yamane. Bouanga!
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, we go inside the origin of Sha La La and how it evolved into a cherished post-match ritual. Welcome back to LAFC Weekly. If you've been to BMO Stadium, you have seen the Sha La Las. Following every win, and LAFC win a fair bit at home, the players hand a megaphone to their MVP, they walk over to the north end, and they share this moment of symbiosis of song with the LAFC 3252. The supporter culture has been at LAFC before the team kicked a ball, and they look to create traditions. They had to be organic, and it couldn't be fast-tracked. Sha La Las was perfect. I like to think that players before they come to LAFC dream about doing the Sha La Las. I certainly do. It is this week's ritual, the Sha La La.
You guys ready to party?
First, as a fan, if you hear that song and you have this celebration, you know you've won the game. And so you're celebrating a victory. You don't get this for a tie. You got to win.
Sha La La is the ultimate celebration for wins.
Not only is it something that we celebrate a victory, but for many of these players, it's a bit of an initiation. The guys are having you sing, and you're singing with the supporters in time, and we're all together, in it together. It's your moment where you really do have that baptism, right, into the 3252. You're welcomed in, and you're singing with us. Sha La La was born of a need. We were looking for songs. We were looking for something to push forward and can be somewhat original, but at the same time respect traditions.
It came out to like, what can we sing with the players together? And then it evolved it into its own thing to where now players take it on their own and they use it to initiate the newer players.
So one night, we were at Jimmy's house and we were painting the banner for the groundbreaking. And that night we decided, oh, let's try this one out, and it worked. It goes all the way back to Dortmund on our trip as well, where we were trying to figure out a song that would be good for a victory song. We were working with Rich, working with the guys in Dortmund, and one day on our way home, going to Dusseldorf Airport, about 4 in the morning, I think, we're like, is this the one? And the guys were singing it there, in the bus, early morning, just trying it out. I talked to Rich. He does reach out to Laurent Simon. Are you in on this? This is what we want to do. He reaches out to us again, says, I'm in. And so we arranged for him to come out to our song practice sessions so we could properly teach him. And so he worked with us just out in the parking lot right outside of the stadium. And from that point forward, we had that connection. Now the players were involved with the supporters. Everyone was on the right page to get our victory ritual in place.
LAFC for the first time steps on the pitch here at Bank of California Stadium to take on the Seattle Sounders.
The first ever Sha-La-La was raw energy.
It was just straight up crazy. It was a madhouse.
It's in! Fry couldn't keep it out. It is history!
That last minute win, Simon jumping into the capo stand.
The capos are trying to lead it. We're trying to get the claps right.
It's just wild.
It was good to see that he was the guy, taking the lead, making it happen, and it was euphoria. We got our first win.
Coming up on LAFC Weekly, we relive the day that the Black and Gold lifted their first supporter shield in 2019. LAFC Weekly is presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC, by Stater Brothers Markets, fresh, affordable, community first, and by Chick-fil-A, proud partner of LAFC. Hey LAFC fans, are you feeling nostalgic for your favorite cereal? Thanks to LAFC's new partnership with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you can enjoy a Cinnamon Toast Crunch donut at your next LAFC match here at BMO Stadium. You can't get it anywhere else. Make sure you pick yours up at Pink Bunny Coffee, Mercadito Market, or Sweet Kick at the next home match. LAFC has won and will win many more trophies, but you will never forget the first. That happened in year 2 in 2019 when they lifted the Supporter Shield, which is awarded by the supporters of Major League Soccer to the team that finished with the best regular season record. As you're about to learn, many of these players and coaches who are no longer with the team will cherish this moment and know exactly where they did this all together, and we will celebrate it many years from now. The 2019 Supporter Shield is this week's Classic Club moment, presented by Stater Brothers.
From downtown Los Angeles with the first piece of silverware on the line in the history of Los Angeles Football Club.
Every time I go to Bank of California Stadium, I am so struck by the supporters. I mean, they are as passionate as they come, and they just completely raised the bar.
Just the energy and the passion from your home crowd, you don't want to let them down. So, I know that this team has to feel this energy every night when they come out. And that's why they're going to clinch that #1 spot tonight.
The shot! Goal! Deflected off the post. Header Rossi it in. LAFC have taken the lead. Goal! Eduardo Cuesta on a brilliant free kick.
Please direct your attention to the field for the presentation of the Supporters' Shield.
It's great that we can do it here. Obviously, what we pride ourselves on is that this club, which is only in its second year, has a real connection with supporters and a connection with the city, and we've always tried to have a team that everybody could feel part of.
I feel so good! Let's go!
To think that now we won a trophy tonight, and that we can all feel part of something that's going in a really, really good direction. We're all really proud. Tonight, it's the joy of winning something. As much as I talk about about football, right? And as much as I see little details and things that for me are so important, I also know the human part. I know the part when there's a group and everybody is part of something that's bigger than any one of them. And to see all of those guys celebrate together and to know how much it means to all the supporters that have been there from day one and just from the first minute to the last minute of every match, that part's special.
I am afraid that's all the time we have for this week, but a reminder to tune in every Tuesday at 5:30 on Fox 11 Plus for LAFC Encore, where you get a 3-hour block of LAFC. Till we meet again, let's go Black and Gold.